Warcraft 3 Reforged is getting patch 2.0. This bombshell of a news broke this morning, and this video will explain what happened, can we be hopeful, what's this going to be, and what is happening at Blizzard and Activision and Microsoft that can maybe give us some cope here. So let's start at the beginning. What is up? This morning, it was all over the Discords, it was all over the socials. There has been a leak. Not really a leak, but some identification. There is a tool called Blizztracker, which is scanning the Battle.net for updates to all the different Blizzard games. And this is how we know that there's a PTR coming, a general patch coming. And today, we got this. New Warcraft 3 public test realm internal W3D version detected from 1.35 to 2.0. So this is something that has not happened in a long time. It is a PTR, and you know these PTR changes when we get balance updates. But what is noticeable here is that it's the W3D version. That is not for public. That is the developer's version. As you can see, this was updated the last time on patch 1.35, which has been a long time. So when you go to the PTR that we can also use, you launch at the normal menu, and then you're greeted with this. A new update is available for download. Please download it now. New build version B. If you click the download button, the game closes, nothing downloads, we can't access it, so we don't know what it is. But it is certainly something is happening behind the scenes. And while we don't know and can't access it, we can make some educated guesses, and I want to explain them all to you. So let's start with the version number. Look, this might just be semantics, but as I said, this is something that hasn't happened before. The jump from 1.35 to 2.0. Because these are all the patches in Warcraft 3. And you see, obviously, it started with 1.0 in Reign of Chaos. Even Frozen Throne didn't get the 2.0 treatment, which was like 20 years ago. So semantics were a little bit different. But even Reforged wasn't called 2.0. It was called 1.32.0. So this alone is indicating that something big is happening, and this is not just your regular patch. Our changes had the double-digit patch updates from 1.32 to 1.33, etc. There was also a third digit, which was like a minor patch, and then we go to the fourth digit. That has been like minor balance changes and stuff that we have seen in the past couple of months. So when we look at other games, though, a version update this big is indicating an add-on. Let's look at StarCraft. Wings of Liberty 1.0. Heart of the Swarm 2.0, Legacy of the Void 3.0. Then later on, they updated the version with some bigger updates as well. So it doesn't have to be an add-on, obviously, but we see the same pattern in World of Warcraft. We've just seen it last week with Vessel of Hatred in Diablo 3. So changing the version number is gigantic at Blizzard, and this is what's coming for us. So many people might have forgotten, but in January of 2023, there's been a survey by Blizzard sent out to the users of Warcraft 3, and it was like, are you still playing this game? How satisfied are you? Would you be playing again? What makes you not play the game? And there was also the question of how appealing are these specific features of Warcraft 3 Reforged, indicating that there's going to be improvements, there is some stuff to work on, and maybe this survey from January 2023 is giving us an idea what's coming. Because from this list, a lot of stuff has already been implemented. Custom campaigns are in. Ranked play is in. Profiles, tournaments, observer mode, leaderboards, reporting. It's all in the game. But what is clearly not been updating in the past couple of years is especially the visuals. Reforged environment art rework, UI UX revamp, legacy Warcraft 3 in-game art update, and also the campaign improvements. It was rather a development back to former state. But maybe something like this is coming. The missing pieces from the survey are coming to the game. That is an indicator that we could lean on. So why now? What is happening? Why is this game that has very little monetary value getting an assumably big update? The biggest update since the failed Reforged launch? Well, as you might know, Activision and Blizzard and King have been merged with Microsoft. It's one of the biggest merger in all of gaming. So Microsoft is known to take good care of their classic games, especially in RTS. And we don't have to look any further than the Age of Empires series. Age of Empires got the definitive edition, an upgrade. It looks amazing. It is one of the most popular RTSs to date. They constantly develop it. There's constantly updates. And just recently, they even updated Age of Mythology that hasn't seen anything like it in almost also 20 years. Looks familiar. 2002. Age of Mythology release, also the Warcraft 3 release, and it now got an update. Also, the CEO of Xbox, the Microsoft game department, was recently seen at a convention wearing a StarCraft 2 t-shirt. So even though he's one tier above the Activision development, it shows that there's at least some kind of sympathy from the CEO towards the Blizzard RTS titles. You don't wear this shirt for nothing on a big stage when you know that millions of eyes are on you. So this is a small sign that something is going in a certain Blizzard RTS direction. You don't do that without a reason. Another reason to work on Warcraft now is that Netease is back. Netease was the Chinese publisher for Blizzard games for around about 10 years. Last year, there was a big falling out, and the partnership has ended. We've seen statues destroy in China, the entire department has been shut down, and Blizzard games weren't available for a long time. Now, after the leave of former CEO Bobby Kotick, the Netease Blizzard relationship is more healthy again, and they have ended their feud and they're partnering up again. So why is this so important? Because China is the biggest market for Warcraft 3 for sure. While in the West, the only thing you can do to financially show your interest in Warcraft 3 is to buy a Reforged key. In China, this is a little bit different. On Netease, and they did that very, very early in 2014, they are, of course, having an eye on 1-on-1 and 2-on-2 and Melee, but the big reason for Netease to run Warcraft 3 is custom games, because they have implemented a system where you have microtransaction in user-generated content. And that is reportedly, allegedly, from what our Chinese friends are telling us, a multi-million-dollar market. Now, Netease is back. It's been rebranded as the KK battle platform. And even if Blizzard is just getting a fraction of what's generated with microtransaction user-generated content in China, it's still something you want to cater to. So, we'll see. Also, recently we had a mini patch in Warcraft 3 that was improving the performance of the game. Now, unfortunately, this broke the support for Mac. While PC players are certainly a bit happier than before the patch, Mac people can't play for around 10 days. There was a blue post about this on the Battle.net forums, and Calvieri, who is the person next to K-Bags posting in the Warcraft 3 Battle.net forum, said, the Warcraft team is actively working to resolve an issue that is causing players on Mac machines to not be able to play. The term, the Warcraft 3 team, has not been used in many, many, many years. We got some updates for our game. That was when PlaySide was implementing the ranked play, the custom campaigns, etc. Apart from that, we've seen balance changes. And balance changes are basically, you can imagine as an Excel file where there's like all the units are listed and their values are listed, and you change some numbers and you ship it, and the game data files have been updated, and that is an easy thing to do. Now, there was this recent patch was not an update to the game data file. It was an update to the executable of Warcraft 3, indicating that there is some engineering going on. And it is mentioned that it's the Warcraft 3 team. Another indicator that the patch that we will be seeing, the 2.0 patch, is potentially bigger than what we've seen in recent years. So, when will we get this? No clue. What is this? No clue. But we should keep our eyes out on a thing called Warcraft Direct. This year marks the 30-year anniversary of Warcraft 3. And while it was announced that there is no BlizzCon anymore, Blizzard is making appearances on gaming conventions like the Tokyo Game Show and Gamescom. And at Gamescom, it was said that they have a new form of presentation for the Warcraft 3 franchise, and that is called Warcraft Direct. It's very similar to what Nintendo does with their upgrades. The developers will be showing you the updates that they have in mind for the game. This will, of course, first and foremost, be about World of Warcraft. It's pretty clear. But since it's the 30-year anniversary for the entire Warcraft franchise, we can keep our hopes up that at the Warcraft Direct, whenever this is going to be, it is not announced yet, there's no date, but if something big is happening, it will be around the time of the Warcraft Direct. With this being the 30-year anniversary, it would be very fitting to give a little bit of a gift, a little bit of a present for one of your most iconic games that you have trampled on and that you've ruined for many people with the launch of Warcraft 3 Reforged. This is the perfect moment to do something about it and to get a little bit of goodwill back from the community and to please players that you disgruntled with the launch of Warcraft 3 Reforged. So, is it gonna be an add-on? Is it the missing pieces of the survey? Is it something entirely different? I really want to know in the comment section, what do you think Blizzard is cooking? What are your hopes? What are your dreams? What are your fears? What is your advice to Blizzard if they do something? We want to hear from you what you think about this, and then we will see each other soon with Warcraft 3 Reforged 2.0. Very exciting time. Thanks for watching. If you like this reporting, leave us a thumbs up. It is important for the algorithm that you leave that like and a comment so this video gets seen by more and more people. I will report on these updates when there are some. Thank you very much. See you soon.